لا لا ما بيكون بيرجع هنا ما بيرجع بس استنى
Starting here is I'll see you again. These are my partners. Next one. Thank you.
Hello, President Trump. How are you? Good.
Mr. President.
So good to see you. Great. How are you?
This is really exists to be this represents specialty chemicals, gas and energy, water and energy infrastructure, renewable energy, energy logistics, low carbon solutions, as well as our investments in the sectors. This is what exists today in our balance sheet and our investments, and we must have $7 billion investments. We have completely years, picking up $440 billion investment. This will contribute $1.9 billion in GDP and jobs supported through our investment. Excellent, which is our new established it is dedicated to those people who are it is an absolute
say that I'm just here. I'd like you to hear it. The investment that they're making into the United States for a reason, mostly November 5th. But I think it's so impressive. I'd love to have you speak. We have some of the greatest people on earth in business, ExxonMobil, and they could say a couple of words also. But this is a very big investment, you can see, and I'd love to have them speak so that you could hear it as well as me. So please
as
go
you can
ahead.
see on the map, we exist in 50 assets in 18 different states. This spans the whole energy value chain from gas development, production, exploration, distribution, and liquefaction, LNG terminals, energy infrastructure.
Is the money that they're spending, they will be spending in the United States over a period
Our
of...
current investments are 70
Right.
billion. We committed 370 billion over the next 10 years, leading to 440 billion by 2035.
$440 billion.
This will have an annual GDP impact of 29 billion US dollars, and it will support 470,000 jobs. This is what XRG was created for. It's an internationally dedicated investment company focused on the energy value chain. The U.S. has become an absolute imperative when it comes to our investment strategy. We're investing across the value chain of gas, specialty chemicals, energy infrastructure, as well as low carbon solutions. And here, this is just an example how great and how well cemented and deeply rooted the existing relationship with the U.S.
ExxonMobil is right here.
Exxon is investing with us here in the UAE, and we're also investing with them in the U.S. Occidental Petroleum and EOG. And I'd like to, Mr. President, with your permission, just to give them the
Occidental
opportunity.
Petroleum. This is the most powerful woman in the petroleum business. That's what they tell me. I don't know. What do I do?
So our partners have committed in new investments worth 60 billion US dollars in upstream oil and gas, as well as new unconventional opportunities. Please.
Well, Mr. President, we're obviously the largest ExxonMobil, the largest investor in oil and gas in the United States. We're also a large investor in the United Arab Emirates. ADNOC is a strategic partner of ours globally. We look at it as the best of both. Exxon brings the technology and the global experience. ADNOC have a deep capability set. The best of the both is the way we're developing businesses.
Great job you're doing.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, too.
Thank you.
The U.S. appreciates it.
With Exxon, Mr. President, we're proud to present you with Marpax. This is a drop of the highest quality, lightest crude, highest API, lowest carbon intensity crude ever created. That's just a drop, and this is what we both produce. Sorry. Description and technology.
Howard, how are you? Great to see you.
So this is one drop of oil. Now they think I'm happy with that. This is the highest quality oil there is on the planet. And they only gave me a drop.
Way to go,
Can you imagine? But anyway, but it's tremendous what you're doing.
Globally recognized benchmark. Marpax.
It's going to be great. Yep, I know that very well. Everybody knows that.
Mr. President, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
I'll see you.
Thank you very much. You want to say who you are?
Yeah, El Jacob representing EOG Resources. We're excited to get a concession, first of its kind for unconventional oil resources here in Abu Dhabi, partnering with ADNOC, leading energy company in the world. We're very excited to be here. We appreciate the opportunity. I think it'll be a beginning of a long-term strategic partnership for both companies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the investment, too.
I'm Vicki Holland with Occidental Petroleum, and we've been here 25 years, and together with ADNOC, we took on one of the most difficult projects here in the UAE, and that was to build the largest ultra-sour gas processing plant in the world in the middle of the desert, where it took 43,000 people at the peak of construction. We had to build a small city for that, and we built it on time and on budget because of the strength of the ADNOC technical capabilities along with ours. But now we're going to take that technical expertise, we're going to expand that plant from the 1 BCF a day that it was We've already expanded it to 1.4, and now we're going to take it up to 1.8 times that. So that technology is going well for us, and we've been highly successful with it. The next technology that we'll partner with ADNOC on is in the United States. It's our direct air capture facility that will take CO2 out of the atmosphere and use that CO2 in our oil reservoirs to enhance our production and extend the energy independence of the United States.
And the profits all go to the United States, and also the firms used to do the building, most of them, a lot of them, and the equipment purchased is made in the United States. So it's been an amazing relationship. And we have a few others that we're going to show you also. But this has been great. Congratulations. It's a great job. Scott, do you have anything to say? And Howard?
Sir, this has been an incredible trip in terms of bringing foreign direct investment into the U.S. and solidifying our position with our partners, and seeing you with these leaders over the past 3 days has been an incredible experience, and it's going to enhance the partnership and grow the U.S. economy. So peace and prosperity.
But I only got one drop, right? One drop.
But it's high quality.
We're working on a barrel. We'll send you a better. We'll send you a better.
So the AI industrial revolution is coming to the world, and it needs power. And so our focus is going to be to dramatically increase the power production in America. We're going to bring our partners with us. We're going to do it together, and we're going to try to double the power capacity of the United States of America under your leadership. So this is incredibly exciting.
Well, your solo was presented last night, and there's nothing like that anywhere in the world, and the United States is the big beneficiary, and now they're also moving into many sites like what you saw last night, and actually it'll actually even be bigger. And we have many of those already committed and going forward. Some of them have already started, and we've got their permits in record time. Otherwise, it would be years and years waiting. Their permits are already gotten. In fact, a couple of them that you know very well, the biggest in the business, said, we can't believe it, we have a permit to build an electric plant, and we got it in very short order. So it's really been amazing. And we're going to go through a list of a couple of different groups, and you're going to see some incredible investment going back into the U.S. Okay, this will be healthcare.
See you again.
Nice to see you.
My colleague's Tom, you know him? Even clinic.
Yes, okay.
Mike from Oral.
Say hello to Larry.
Exactly.
He's great, thanks. Say hello.
Great one. Linus.
Couldn't we let them come over here?
Of course. Please.
Might as well, I think. Yeah. Why don't you stand right here where you can see?
Let's bring the press closer.
You want to get over here, Marty? When you see Marty, they get scared. Marty's a symbol of longevity. Marty's been with you for a while. You knew I was a good real estate guy. This is the biggest thing. Yeah, you could come over here. Go ahead if you like. We'll show you the individual. Bring the camera over here. Is that okay, Doug?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you, Marty. Where's the full camera? Right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Where's your full camera, Peter? Full camera. CBS, where are you?
Wait 1 second, Russ. We'll get that. We're going to go through
Right here.
Yes.
Right here, Harry. Right here. Come on in. All right, sir.
So this is very interesting on healthcare, and if you could take it away.
Yes, sir. To pick up on my colleague talked sometimes just now about the energy.
Yeah.
In the UAE, we changed the formula of Einstein of E equals to MC squared to
Right.
E equals to I. Energy equals to intelligence. And last night, you unveiled an amazing project, the largest intelligence factory to be built outside the United States. And we believe the best use case of intelligence, AI, is in healthcare. As much as we follow our colleague Elon Musk going to the outer space, we believe the inner space of humanity need to be better explored. And that's why healthcare is so critical. If you allow me, Mr. President. Here's a brief overview of what we're doing together with our U.S. partners. The company wants the most intelligent healthcare systems in the world. Intelligent means it's low cost and high quality, equal access for all. So we have linked all the hospitals and ecosystem of healthcare, including providers, patients, and payers, in a single network. So all the data is in one single place. No paperwork everywhere, wherever you go. We already are applying AI from medical imaging to doctor dictation across all hospitals in the U.S. And $4.5 billion numbers of clinical and insurance records are consolidated. Most importantly, we have the largest genomic program in the world, bigger than UK government. Almost 1 million people have been sequenced.
So this is going to make a tremendous difference on health. You're just going to find out what's wrong with somebody a lot quicker.
100%.
That's good.
You know, we invented the large language model. It unlocked the secret of human thinking and communications. Now we need to build a large biology model, because our biology is a different language than English, Russian, or any other language. This is a new AI platform we're building with our American partners.
I was just going to introduce Cleveland Clinic is here, and a gentleman from Oracle representing Larry Ellison and Forbes. Larry's he's a great guy, great man actually. And you have the best partners, and again, they're working here, they're U.S. companies, and it's all ultimately coming back to the U.S., and they'll be doing even bigger versions of this. This is a real pioneering thing, and so many good things are going to come out of AI, but most of you haven't seen yet. But the number of plants being built in the United States is at a level that nobody could even imagine. And the big ones, right? The really big ones. And what we showed last night was fantastic. That was great. Great honor. With a great leader in this country. So, Brian, would you like to say something?
Yes. Tommy Heinrich from Cleveland Clinic. Mr. President, I would like to share you what we've accomplished together here. What you can see here, since 2008, there was just a small island and desert. In 2025, this is the Cleveland Clinic in Abu Dhabi.
Some difference,
yeah. 4 million square foot facility that is transformed healthcare in this part of the world. So now, 10 years since the opening, it has become the best hospital here in the region, and people from the region, from all over the place, come to experience the best of U.S. healthcare that is available here in the United States.
And AI is going to really take it over, right?
And AI is going to enter into the new era, where this is going to get even better, scalable, and then available to people in the United States as well as here in the UAE and ultimately all over the world. And that's why the collaboration with Oracle is so important.
Two great U.S. companies benefiting, and it comes back to our country. And they're doing things like this, and even at a bigger level. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a tremendous honor to partner with the Cleveland Clinic and G42. This AI platform that we're rolling out in the United States and in Abu Dhabi here at the Cleveland Clinic is not just about making it a little bit better. It's about making things dramatically better, reinventing healthcare, reinventing the technology around healthcare, and bending the cost curve down when people get sick by knowing what's wrong with them far more quickly, and then perhaps even more importantly, keeping them from getting sick in the first place. And the answer is in aggregating all this data. And again, we're just honored, and thank you, Mr. President, for all the support to make this possible.
I'm just thinking, we have a president of the United States doing the selling. You think Biden would be doing it? I don't think so. But it's so important. I think I have to be a cheerleader for our country. That's why our country is doing so well. And it's people like this that we appreciate it. Great job at Cleveland Clinic. Say hello to Larry. And now we'll take a look at aviation.
banks and other world-class partners from the USA. One of the most important things that this is going to infuse more than $60 billion worth of income and create jobs, over 12,000 jobs in the USA. We're glad with this relationship. It's been an impressive relationship with Etihad and Boeing and GE. And Mr. President, we are also doubling our capacity and our fleet with Boeing from 57 to nearly 100 aircraft. And we just reached a deal also with Boeing so far, and it's been an incredible relationship. Maybe you want to say some few words, Stephanie?
Strategic partnership with Etihad as well as with Emirates and Wi-Fi is incredibly important to us. We appreciate your support and leadership. We look forward to basically successfully doubling everything.
Kelly's doing good. Kelly's been here for a couple of days. It's very good.
Mr. President, our backbone aircraft is actually Boeing. And it tells Mr. President, and it tells you a lot about the relationship that we have with the U.S. company. And our CEO also.
You buy mostly Boeing?
Yes, sir.
Completely Boeing?
The backbone, over 70% of Boeing.
It's just my opinion, but Boeing makes the best plan. And they've had some headaches over the last few years, but they make the best plan, and you see what's happening. And it's not the only case, but a lot of people are ordering the Boeing jets, and they're gearing up. And I think it's going to be one of the great stories. And the General Electric engine is phenomenal. The big body General Electric engine is phenomenal. So it's great to see. Thank you. So you focus on Boeing then?
Yes. And
the G and 20% less fuel. Really, really important.
It's a hot engine.
So it's a very hot engine.
That's good. 20% less fuel, that sounds good.
Mr. President, we
How
have
many engines will they be buying then, ultimately?
About 100.
And are they the biggest engines at this point?
The 777X, yes.
That's the biggest one. That's the one we're hearing about.
And it's an amazing plane. I'm really excited to.
They had a breakthrough GE on engines. Their big engine is the hottest engine there is. It's through the roof. And General Electric, you talk about a comeback. General Electric has made one of the great comebacks, and it's both in healthcare and other things. But on your engine, I think that's really maybe the greatest story of them all. They came out with a way to make a better engine with 20% less fuel, and that's a tough combination. So congratulations. I was with Larry yesterday, and he's done a fantastic job.
And great customer service.
Yeah.
Which is very important.
Yeah. That's true.
It's not only selling the engine, but keeping the engine running. That's extremely important.
You can be proud of yourselves. So a tremendous investment being made in the United States by this group and this airline. And they don't need subject to financing. They don't say subject to financing. They have no problem. Thank you very much. What a great announcement.
Come here, please. Here, you can see.
The first airline they have the PGA Championship going on there right now. So today we will hurry up and you get some food.
And also, the President has and is the only first facility in Asia and Middle East. And so far we've been passing through good clearance over 1 million passengers.
A lot of other people are looking for that.
I'm very proud to have this relationship with the USA, and we added a lot of value to our airline. And finally, Mr. President, we just signed also the naming rights of the New York City Football Club by Etihad.
Oh, good.
And we're spending over $800 million.
So where is in Queens? I know the area well.
It's quite interesting.
I grew up in Queens. I know the area. Oh, that's good. That's where they used to fix the cars. A lot of other things got fixed there. That's a great site. So how many people are there? 25,000. 25,000. Is that primarily for soccer?
Yeah, there'll be concerts there.
Will they be using that in the Olympics?
Yeah,
Yeah, because We have the World Cup coming, and we have World Cup coming, and we have the Olympics coming over the next couple of years. That's great.
We have another.
You're going to do great with this. I know this location. See, you were born here.
Yes.
You picked a good location.
Yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Peace.
Good. Here's a big, very special project. Please, go ahead.
So, this is waste knowledge. It's not the developer, but 55 years.
Investing $4 billion in Oklahoma, Doug. So if you want to move after you finish with the camera stuff, get a part-time job. I don't think you're going to be giving up the camera. Go ahead. That's great. So what percentage will that be in the U.S.? That's good. This is going to be about 10%. That's fantastic. What can we do? So how much will you be spending in the U.S. to make your plans bigger? Right, no, the expansion. See, they're doing all of this work in the U.S. with the aluminum. They do a lot of aluminum here, but if they do it here, they have to pay a big tariff to send it in. So you know what they're doing? They're building a big plant in the U.S. There's no tariff.
We're exporting 700,000 tons. Now we're going to make it in the U.S.
No, that's it. We're going to make it in the U.S. then, so it's amazing. It's
Great thing is the president has 4,000 jobs. And then 1,000 jobs.
You know the sad part? Whoever's next president, let's just say whoever's the next president is going to say, what a great job they did. Look, I built all these plants, I built all these factories.
You're going to finish it fast.
Look at that. Now, can you imagine? I'll be sitting home, who the hell knows where I'll be, and I'm saying, I did that, and everyone will say, but somebody's going to be cutting a ribbon, and, well, we're going to be finished walking, but somebody's going to be taking the credit for this. You remember, press. This guy did it. Go ahead.
You're going to get us. We're going to go fast. Get us across.
Go fast. They're going to go fast.
So, Governor.
So it's high end. This is all high end.
This is premium.
How do you define premium? Where do they use premium aluminum? What kind of what?
Industries.
Engines. That's fantastic.
And that's where the end of it. That's not too Chris. That's because one of the byproducts of aluminum production is a critical thing called gallons. Gallons are incredibly important to our defense products.
You do the Patriot.
Yes, sir.
The Patriot missile is here.
And so for the range that's required, search area that's required, you need gallons. So what this does is it ensures you have supply. This is done in very different places than the world, and we need to make sure that it's plentiful and available to us.
How much aluminum is used in the making of this?
It's gallium, sir. That's the important part. Because the gallium comes from the ground. And then, of course, we use aluminum for our materials as well. So very important all around. But gallium in particular to the incredible defense system.
How do you define gallium? How do you define it? Gallium, most people don't know.
Yeah, it's rare.
A rare earth metal.
Yeah.
It can come from many locations, I would imagine.
It can. Today it is. But to go up to the point, China allowed it. So we can make sure we continue to have access to it for our defense system. That project comes out.
Yeah, a little bit comes out.
When will you be finished with this?
Probably in another 2 years. We're going to put this most of that we'll go for an incredible high-powered high yeah, our allies.
That's great. You have to find other locations. Absolutely. You do have to find other locations.
Mr. President, Tulsa with the governor. Yeah, great ground over there.
It's great. It's a great place. So I won Oklahoma. They have 77 counties, and I won all 77 3 times in a row. Second was Ronald Reagan. He won 56 of the 77. I won all 77. So you better behave. I will. I'm about to buy you aluminum. No, it's a great company, but you see the big investment that's being made in building a massive plant, expanding and building a massive aluminum plant in Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. That's something, like 77 out of 77, all 3 times. So, great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We have one more. Thank you. Great job. Thank you, sir. Pleasure.
Susie is going to embark. She's going to do the presentation for this one.
Yes, I see it now.
The power of collaboration with the great American Revolution, entertainment, and culture. Power of partnership between the United States of America and the United Arab Emirates. It starts off, our culture drives our aspirations and ambitions, harnesses our heritage to shape the future across borders. The Adyad Cultural District is a district that celebrates global culture. It is one of the greatest concentrations of cultural institutions. It consists, Mr. President, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, the Louvre Abu Dhabi, the Sheikh Zayed National Museum, the Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi, Team Lab Phenomena, and the Abrahamic Family House.
That is fantastic. Cool. That is fantastic.
And you're going to see that shortly.
Good. Whoa.
Mr. President, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, the largest Guggenheim to date. If we take the Guggenheim in New York, Mr. President, it fits in one gallery, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi.
So this is the Guggenheim, the largest one by far, and the famous Guggenheim in New York can fit in one gallery. And they have, how many galleries do you have?
28 galleries.
28. 28. Fits in one. Wow. Who's the architect?
Designed by the great Frank Gehry.
Oh, did he do the whole?
Yes, sir.
He did all of it.
Yes, sir.
Frank Gehry is, yeah.
It's just the Guggenheim.
Beautiful.
And, Mr. President, construction will be completed by the end of this year. And we're going to be opening early next year.
Good. That's great.
Mr. President, we have a global collection which includes some of the best American artists. As you can see, the Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington resides today at the Louvre Abu Dhabi. It's a phenomenal portrait. And we also have great contemporary artists.
I've been looking for that painting for the Oval Office. I'll bet you'd let me have it for a little while.
Yes, sir.
I know him very well. One word, he'll let me. I'll bet if I send it, you'll give it to me.
Do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. President, Abu Dhabi is the greatest city of music. and it's been instilled by UNESCO. We have great American partners with us here. We have Berkeley School of Music that's helped institutionalize music with our educational programs. We just hosted an Abu Dhabi International Jazz Day with Herbie Hancock. And of course, we're partnering with the Grammys, the Recording Academy, for the MENA region. Mr. President, Abu Dhabi is the home of entertainment. And to be a home of entertainment, we have partnered with some of the best U.S. partners here. Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi opened its door in 2021. At the time, it was the world's largest indoor theme park. We also opened the first Warner Brothers hotel in Abu Dhabi with great IPs like DC, the Jetsons, Flintstones, Looney Tunes, and Tom and Jerry, and others to come. We've started construction this summer of the first Harry Potter themed land. It's going to be a marvelous place, also all indoor. We also opened, Mr. President, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi here in Abu Dhabi, and now it's become the world's largest indoor marine life theme park in the world. And of course, working with our good friends from SeaWorld, we've opened the first research and rescue center, first of its kind in the region. And now, Mr. President, is where the magic happens. We just signed a phenomenal deal.
Sure.
Just read about it. Yes, sir. This will bring the magic of Disney to the region and beyond. This is going to be the most technologically advanced park ever built, and it's going to bring a whole new world of imagination to the region. Of course, Mr. President, we love sport, and sport entertains the world. We've also partnered with some of the best American institutions to bring that to the world. Of course, Formula One, that happens every single year in December here in Abu Dhabi. It's the last race, and it brings thousands of visitors from around the world to enjoy the race.
So that will move to this area?
It's currently on Yas Island. It's an island of entertainment that hosts theme parks and many of our sports events.
That's a great way to do it. Go ahead.
That first image, Mr. President, with the golf course, that's already built. That's already operational.
Yes, sir. I know you're a fan of the golf courses. The golf course is designed by an American golf architect, Paul Phillips. It's one of the top 50 golf courses around the world. Of course, Mr. President, the UFC are great partners, and everything we do, Mr. President, is about long-term partnerships. We've hosted this partnership since 2010, and we've extended it till 2029. We host several fights here in Abu Dhabi. We host a fight night, and we have the championship fight every October. We're also working currently, Mr. President, to having a center of excellence with the UFC here in Abu Dhabi.
Also, we've been investors in the UFC, Mr. President.
And there's nobody better than Dana White.
We made a lot of money with him. He's a good friend of ours. A great investor.
Yes, sir. That's great.
Mr. President, Jiu-Jitsu is our national sport, and we export Jiu-Jitsu to all over the world. And predominantly, one of our biggest partners is the U.S., where we host several championships throughout U.S. cities. Last year, we hosted the World Jiu-Jitsu Championships in Dallas. That's a partnership we want to grow. 40 events launched from 2009. Wow. Mr. President, sports. Again, we have a fantastic relationship with the National Basketball Association, where we host exhibition games every year here in Abu Dhabi. Thousands of fans from around the world experience this fantastic sport. Since we've partnered with the NBA, there has been a 50% increase in regional participation between young boys and young women. Also, Mr. President, we do sponsorship deals with the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, and Madison Square Garden. Of course, you can't go to Yas Island without being a home of entertainment. Last year, we had 111 events, 1.6 million attendees, musical events from all over the world, predominantly from amazing musical artists coming from the United States of America. And of course, to host them moving forward, we're going to host them in the Sphere Abu Dhabi, similar to the one that's in Vegas, but it's the 2.0 version.
Similar size?
Yes, sir. 22,000.
It's a good one, yeah.
And this will be
It's bigger, I think.
This will be slightly bigger, and the technology will be slightly enhanced. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. That's amazing. These are all American companies. They're doing very well here. We work together. So it's not only the investment coming in by the hundreds of billions into our country, like you see in Oklahoma, like you see all over many of the jobs with Exxon and Boeing and so many great companies, but we work together, and the money that's made here comes back to us, and many of the contractors, I would imagine, come even for this. They come from here. Plus, a lot of the entertainment itself comes here. So it's an incredible thing. Now, here's the good news. I've been doing this for 4 days. I leave now and get onto a 42-year-old Boeing, but new ones are coming. New ones are coming, and it's been an incredible 4 days. It's I want to thank your family. Your family is so unbelievable, the job they've done. And your father has been really incredible. The job they've done here is incredible. And we've made it work. And, you know, they were being wooed by others. But there's no more wooing. I think we're in pretty good shape. Absolutely. There's no more wooing. I've been friends with these leaders, 3 leaders in particular that we saw over the last 3, 4 days, 5 days. And they're great people. They're great people, and they love our country, and we love them. So it's been a tremendous time, and now it's time to go back home. My daughter had a baby. I'm going to go back home and see that little baby. And then we get back to a lot of work. We'll see what happens with Russia and Ukraine. I think it's something that's just, we got to stop the killing. 5,000 people a week. 5,000 young people a week on average being killed in a war that is going nowhere. It's a shame. Should have never happened. But we have other things to do also. Plus we have an Iran situation which we're going to take care of. One way or the other we're taking care of. It'll be taken care of 100%. It'll be done nicely or not nicely. And the not nicely is not a good thing for them. And I think we're talking to them, and I think they've come a long way. So I just want to thank, the media's been very fair, I have to say. And they realize the importance of what we've done here. And it really is, and it's an honor. And it's sort of easy for me because I know the people. I've known them. I've known your father for a lot longer than I've been in politics. Because I did have another life. That was a very good life and a very successful life. But this is something that's really successful because we're doing it for 325 million people. And the United States now is the hottest country anywhere in the world. And you see that even with enlistments, military enlistments setting records. 6 months ago, you couldn't get anybody to go into the military. And so many other things. So we're just doing great. We have probably, I was saying 2 days ago, we have $10 trillion of investment. And now the 10 trillion is probably 12 or 13, I think, Scott. Howard, I think we're probably looking at 10 to, now we're looking at 13, maybe $13 trillion. These are numbers that nobody's ever, even you guys, you've never heard of numbers. These are numbers that nobody's ever heard of.
We're not as big as the United States, but
you better not be.
we punch above our weight.
You do, yes. That I agree. That's, if you get that big, I'm going to not like you so much. So I want to thank everybody. The media's been great. And we'll see you guys back in Washington, D.C. See you. Even Peter's being nice today.
How's your daughter, sir? Is she well? You had a chance to FaceTime? You got a chance to talk to her?
Yes, I have. I have spoken to her a couple of times. She's doing great. The baby's great. And we'll be seeing them very soon. Very nice. Thank you very much.
You mentioned Russia. Can we ask you a quick question on that?
Yeah.
You said that you didn't expect him to go if you didn't go. The question might be then, when are you going to do it? Why wait? What's the holdup, so to speak?
I think it's time for us to just do it. I said, they all said Putin was going, and Zelensky was going, and I said, if I don't go, I guarantee Putin's not going. And he didn't go, and I understand that, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it done. We've got to get it done. 5,000 young people are being killed every single week on average, and we're going to get it done.
Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either? Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either?
No, he didn't show up because he heard Putin wasn't going. So
when do you think you'll meet the president?
as soon as we can set it out. I would actually leave here and go. I do want to see my beautiful grandson. It's a son, and we'll be doing that. But I will tell you that the world is a much safer place right now, and I think in 2 or 3 weeks we can have it be a much, much safer place. We're going to handle a couple of situations that you have here. We have some very serious situations, and we're looking at Gaza, and we got to get that taken care of. A lot of people are starving. A lot of people are. There's a lot of bad things going on. Okay. Thank you all very much, and in particular.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Press is holding.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. I'll see you there. Okay, where do you want us to go?
I think it's gone.